So I didn't go to my high school reunion, and I'm at so much peace with that. And the reasons why I didn't go really has a lot to do with where I'm at vibrationally in my core within my soul and what I'm not tolerating anymore. I don't want to be in spaces with people I do not connect with. And I'm not talking about, oh, I got a bus Target and there's a lot of people I don't know that I don't connect with. No, I'm in there to go and get my essentials. There's a Focus. There's a, oat milk, cereal, lotion, baby wipe. But what I'm really talking about is vibrational alignment, like where I'm at in myself, within myself, and where you are at within yourself. But what I'm talking about is just basically who you rock with and who you do not rock with. And it's not a matter of I have an issue or a problem with people or the people in my class. I do not. I mean, if we see each other from afar, it's love. Maybe we dap each other up. Maybe there's some laughter shared at a little said joke or whatever. Maybe we have a little tiny moment about like, how have you been? How's it going? That. But for me, it's like especially when spaces where it involves alcohol and then which is low vibrational, but if I'm going to be low vibrational, I want to be low vibrational in space where people I actually connect with and that live for me like I live for them. Like, who's calling me every other day or whatever it is, we're checking up. We have some sort of connection. We're very much in each other's lives. I want to attract that tribe. I'm manifesting that kind of tribe, right? Where we just connect. And a lot of our connections were based upon the connections we built over high school, right? Over the course of high school and over time. But there were cliques. Everybody has cliques, right? You're in that group, but from afar, a lot of the cliques sometimes intermingled. Energies are intermingling. I like being in spaces with people who I connect with. A lot of times in my life, I've adapted to spaces around me. I'm like a chameleon, man. Like I can become you. I can because I'm an empath. I feel your energies and I can mesh with that. And a lot of the times I felt like I was doing that to fit in the space. But that's a defense mechanism because I know my weird ass, okay, I'm just very different. And the things I want to talk about, express and stuff like that, I don't feel like a number of people would connect with, but I know there's a tribe out there that will. And I have few people that I can talk to, connect with, and, speak about certain things and mesh on certain things, but that's the compatibility essence. Why would I sit there and put myself in a space to turn up energies like, what liquor does to us? The reasons why I wanted to go had everything to do with that old programming of like, everybody's doing it, so do it. And that's not me. We don't hang with each other. That's what I said to myself. We don't hang with each other. We don't talk. We'll engage with each other here and there from social media, but this isn't a union, right? In this reunion, I don't feel like this is a reunion for me. I don't. This year has been all about letting go of everything that does not serve you. And that means people who I do not align with, people I do not hang with, people who do not connect with internally. I had this nickname that was given to me, for me being an athlete. I had a mohawk and I had the hazel colored eyes, and it just, in the training room, the nickname developed. My nickname was Simba. Right. So everybody knows me from that name. And still to this day, people still call me Simba. That's cool. You want to call me for where you see me as, what you know me as. But for me, it's Amir Prime today. If I'm gonna get litty and I'm gonna get, turn up sauced, I want to do it with my group, my tribe. I think we should start really putting a conscious perspective on what we do, everything we encounter, every decision we make. I believe there needs to be a thought process before that. A lot what's in the subconscious, that part from the consciousness, right? Your consciousness is basically all your habits, all your information, who you are stored. And then a subconscious is basically that consciousness expressed. It's that consciousness in motion. And it's tough because like I was letting go of the glory days. You know, the times where we didn't have too much worries. We were growing teenagers and, you know, basically our parents took care of a lot of stuff and, you know, basically we were spoiled, you know, and the dope times, the dope, you know, moments and situations and things we went through in high school, like it's a dope bond, a dope collective family aspect when you think about it of how we were in my class. And I miss that, and I miss those times, and I miss who we were just a year after we graduated. We were trying to find ourselves, figure ourselves out, what college we want to go to, and you know, just basically get our footing on who we are. But that didn't serve me anymore. It was time to like let go, and it was tough. Like I really spent tearing about that, because it's like you don't get those nows anymore. That's a different now. That's a different time. And I felt like the reunion was just like, okay, let me bring a sample size of what was at that time. And today I can't, within my soul, bring that into the now, because it does not align with me now. That was the Simba version, right? The Simba nickname version. This is Amir Prime today. And I've come a long way. And it got to a point where like I wasn't really responding back to the people that I've called my friends over the years, because there's already been a brewing disconnect. Like I feel like a lot of the times we keep these relationships and these friendships based off habit, based off like that, oh, we knew each other, we built this connection over time, so we're forever going to have this connection. Like, no, for me, that's going to promote stagnancy within that, because if I'm growing in this frequency, why would I stay in this frequency? Right. And that's going to cause attention and distance. And so you can go out with them, you can drink with them, you can eat with them, but you know within your soul something is not right. And that's what I started to feel. I started to feel like, okay, something is not right in regards to this connection. I feel like we are trying to live within a timeline, within a period of time where we garnered a lot of these connections. And a lot of those were based off of high school, that high school momentum that we all accrued from there. Yeah, it's tough to sit there and have to go and basically stick to who you are, stick to where you are at in your evolutionary period. What happens with that is people may start your friends that you're like evolving from. They may look at you in a different way. Right. They may say you're becoming fake, like you're not talking to me as much. And really, you're just growing and you're just evolving in others, but you're exploring and expanding on different energies, different things within you. And that will cause, like I said, like if you're on a different vibrational alignment, frequency wise and everything, you're like there's going to be tension, distance, a disconnect. All of those things are going to manifest into the present. And letting go of the people I used to, hang with, it's happening more. I'm hanging with those people less. I'm not hanging around with a lot of people because I believe I'm making way for my tribe, that I'm truly manifesting. But that was a tough emotional thing for me to do. Still to this day, I think about it and you reminisce on the times, but I just said, no, you do not connect with them. It's time to, manifest and harvest pure connections. I want to have pure, real, aligned conversations where our vibrations and our frequencies mesh so much that we don't ever have to compromise who we are. We can be each other in our spaces, be ourselves in our own right in space, but also share our powerful union and our powerful connection on how our vibrations meshed. And I couldn't really say, there's a soul that I truly, truly, deeply connect with on that level at the reunion. You could be bro, you could be sis or whatever it is, but you can also still be bro and sis at a distance. You can also still be bro, you be bro over here, I be bro over here, whatever it is, but you can also change your, thought process and your perception on what titles you are giving to people, because titles also hold energy. Titles also hold context. And it's like, well, why did we call each other bro? Why did we call each other sis? Because we built off a connection from a certain period of time when we got this beautiful unity, whatever the connection was. But those connections have changed. Those connections have evolved. So I'm at this point right now where it's like, okay, we haven't even checked up on each other. We don't even talk, and that's all good and well. I love us for being in our own space, but I'm not going to be sitting there and throw this bro, sis word around, best friend word around, this is my people word around when we do not unify and connect. It is time to sit there and manifest your own freaking tribe, your own people who are there for you. That is what this is about. It's about harboring and manifesting your vibrational alignment in every single space. This is what's going to create and change the dichotomy of the world. I'm telling you, because a lot of times if we do not do that, there will be an imbalance. There will be an imbalance within you and outside your space. We have to grow to be aware about what are we doing, every single thing, thinking before we do. And all of that went into the decision with the reunion, all of that. And that's a me thing though, right? But I hope that we all can, absorb that energy, absorb that thought process of just really sticking to the core of who you are, no matter what tradition, no matter what people think they have over you as far as obligations. It can even get to a point where friends, think there's an obligation, like, okay, if we call each other friends and such, you have to answer me all the time or whatever it is. Like, no, I don't have to answer. You could still be my best friend. I don't have to answer all the time. What if I'm not in the vibration or energy to be answering anything? But see, we place these rules and regulations and obligations and things on its traditions on what we call over time. And that's the problem. We got to stop. We got to start operating from our core. We got to start operating from our center. We got to start operating from the DNA, the intro, the inter part of our whole makeup, right? But who are we? Who are we, right? You got to ask yourself, who are you? Not you around people. Who are we? And that's the question, right? That's what we have to break down. That's what we have to figure out and know. To sit there and like spend my hard-earned money on paying for the reunion, putting up the fee so, we can all garner that space for us to all be in that space for that night. Paying for that, I just did not see the value in that. I mean, I don't know, paying for something that basically you're paying to turn up, you're paying to party with people you do not even rock with, you won't even see with. You guys are, not even going to really be checking up on each other, calling each other, all this kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about, disconnect. Like, it's not that I have a vendetta against anybody, no, but it's just like, we do not rock with each other. We are not each other's people. And this all clicked up, in its own respective way, whatever the cliques are, who's still rocking with who, but we're grown, we're adults. And I don't know, just to sit there and pay for a whole outfit, pay for the reunion fee, that just didn't sit well with me. I was just like, that doesn't even make sense to me. Why would I sit there and pay to turn up with people who I do not rock with? It's, I think this kind of context can kind of come off bitter or kind of come off like, oh, I'm being messy. But no, I think it's me expressing my experience in regards to these situations and where my mind is at these days. And I want to make every relationship, every conversation, everything, even when I'm buying clothes, I'm putting thought into the decision. I want to make everything thoughtful, meaningful, all of that stuff. We need that. We need that more in our human race. I'm telling you, because a lot of times we're putting ourselves in spaces we do not really align with, but our programming goes, okay, well, we're supposed to go there because, that's the birthday thing, everybody's supposed to go, or that's the reunion, everybody's supposed to go. Like, no, I was just like, no, I want to do my own thing. And that's where I'm at. But it just did not make sense for me energetically. I'm like, I know the few people, the very small few people, okay, that are in my life, that check up on me, that love me, and like I do the same for them. Right. And not to say they weren't at the reunion, they clearly do not apply to what I'm talking about. Okay. And this is not in like me coming at anybody else. I still got love for people from a distance. Like, let's not get this twisted. I'm a lover. I love people from a distance, whatever it is. I root for people behind the scenes, but we have to really stop doing this automated kind of thought process where it's like the collective hive mind is like, okay, you should go, so you're gonna go. Like, I'm not busing that. That's what I'm not busing in my life, and that's not what I'm inviting in my life. And so, for me, the reunion was like basically you know, my chance to really stand my ground, to really stand 10 toes down in who I am and who I'm manifesting myself to be. And I'm so glad there was 2 deadlines. And I really thought that second deadline, I said, is this going to be it? Am I going to cave in? Boom. That deadline passed. And I said, that's it. Standing up for myself. And I was so proud. I was so at peace with the decision. And for me, that was so big. And for me, who has just been succumbing myself to, you know, spaces, adapting myself to spaces to fit in. I'm tired of doing that. I'm manifesting who the hell I am. I'm manifesting who the hell I'm manifesting to be. And I'm telling you, it's just an ongoing thing. But that version, that Simba version, I love that Simba version. Taught me a lot, taught me so much. But Amir Prime is here, and Amir Prime is here to frickin' stay. Period. So guys, I thank you for coming to the Rise and Prime show again. And I have so much more to say through the upcoming episodes. But yeah. Till next time, guys. Rise and Prime.